Today we are starting the new lesson number 13, chemical change and chemical bond. So under this lesson, how the chemical changes takes place in the substance and how the chemical bonds form and the break, that we are going to see in this lesson. So what is the first question? Let's recall inside. Here it is the first question, that is, what are the methods of classification of changes? Okay, so inside it we seen the so many methods, that is a natural change, man-made change, afterwards fast change, slow change, then periodic, non-periodic. These types of changes we have already studied. Physical, chemical change, these changes are we already studied in our last standard. What is the difference between physical and chemical change? So that also we seen that physical change means that the original constituent of the element remains as it is, and chemical change inside the original constituent of a substance is not remain as it is. So that is the main difference between the physical and the chemical change. Okay, so next here it is given, classify the following into physical and chemical change. That is the question, and here it is we will discuss it and then we will classify it into the respected change. So first, ripening of mango. Ripening of mango. Once mango ripe, when the raw mango is there, its taste is sour, and when the mango ripes, its taste is sweet. Okay, so due to this ripening, this original constituent of the substance are changing. Okay, and the original substance we are not getting back again, raw mango we are not getting. So this is called as a chemical change. Where I am writing the C on that, it is chemical change. Okay, now next it is the melting of ice. Once ice melt, that melted, when ice melt, it turns to water, that we know, and same water if we put into the freezer, then we are getting ice again. So the original constituent, that is H2O, it is in the form of water or it is in the form of ice. There is no change in the original constituent of a substance. That's why the melting of ice is a which change? That is a physical change. Okay, next question is this is chemical and that is physical change. Boiling of water. Here also same property, that is H2O. It is in the gaseous form or it is in the liquid form or it is in the solid form. The original constituent, that is the H2O from the water, is not changing, and boiling water is there. By doing the condensation from the vapors, we get the water again, and that's why this is a physical change. Next question is the dissolution of salt in a water. Dissolution of salt in a water means sodium chloride means NaCl. Okay, when it dissolves in the water, it is called as a dissolution of salt in the water. So in this inside, sodium chloride inside, this sodium and chloride, when we put into the water, sodium chloride if we put in the water, it dissolves. But when we keep this solution or when we boil the solution, the salt from the water left behind and water get evaporate, and that water also by the process of condensation we get from the water vapors again. So dissolution of salt in the water is a which kind of a change? Physical change, because the original constituent, that is the salt, when we evaporate it, it remains behind, and water also, as I told you, water changes to liquid or solid. It is a physical change. Next it is the ripening of banana. Ripening of banana is a chemical change, because the taste changes, the contents changes from the raw mango to the, when it ripes, then it changes. Fragrance of, so it is a chemical change. Fragrance of ripening fruit. Fragrance of ripening fruit, it is also a chemical change. Understand? Then next, darkening of cut potato. When we cut potato, not only the potato, if we cut the apple also, you see the blackish layer forms. Otherwise, if you cut the which substance, those have the iron. Okay, if we cut those substances, then we see their upper surface is there. It what happens? It changes to black. Why? Because iron which is present in that what happens, it comes into the contact with the air, and what it forms, the respected oxide means ferrous oxide it forms, and due to this what happens, the potato, otherwise apple, otherwise brinjal, it turns black. So this darkening of cut potato is the chemical change. The substance which comes in contact with the oxygen, it changes to its oxide, and that's why what happens, we are not getting the original substance. So here it is a chemical change. Bursting of inflated balloon. Once balloon burst, it was burst, but the original material is there. It means rubber of that balloon and air, it is not changed, so it is a physical change. Sound of bursting firecracker. Sound of bursting firecracker is a which type of change? So the sound of bursting firecracker is also a which change? That is the physical change. False smell of a spoiled food. It is a chemical change, because the food is what happens, it is become spoiling, and due to this its taste, odor is changing. So inside it, in this way we divide some of the changes into the physical and some changes into the chemical changes. During any chemical change, what happens? During any chemical change, the composition of original substance changes and form a new substance. Okay, with different composition and properties, how to identify the chemical change. Okay, that we are going to study in this lesson. So first of all, if you see here some of the picture, just now I told you the example of potato, same here in the upside. Here if you see, here it is the change occurs when we cut the apple from, then after some time we see this type of layer. This is burning of the bread. Afterwards, see here the rusting of this nails. Afterwards, burning of a matchstick is a ripening of fruit. These are the chemical changes. And here it is what change in color and taste releases the gas. So here the color was changed, and here if you see the gas is releasing. Okay, so in this way these are the which changes, that is the chemical changes. So try this. Take a lemon juice. That we can do it this activity at home. If you have the lemon and soda, it is there present generally in all home. So take lemon juice in a clean glass and take 2 drops of a lemon juice on a spoon and taste. We have to take a taste of it. Add a pinch of baking soda in the glass. Okay, and a pinch of baking soda we have to add inside the glass. What do you notice? Did you notice bubbling around the particles of soda? Yeah, it is seen. Did you hear a sound of taking your hair? So you can see here the sound of that bubblings also near the glass. Now again taste it. Now we have to taste it. Did it taste as sour as it was in the beginning? No. Why? Because the chemical reaction takes place in between the lime juice and the lemon juice and the soda. Okay, and baking soda inside, and that's why what happens, the reaction takes place and original substance is here, it what happens, changes, and that's why the taste of that lemon changes. Above activity is done using a clean apparatus, edible materials, then only it is possible to taste the taste, otherwise what happens, it will be dangerous. Now many perceivable observation are noticed during above activity. A gas scene is liberated in the form of bubbles, means the bubbles of gas are there, those are which the carbon dioxide gas bubbles are there. The white particles, solid particles of baking soda disappear. It disappear means it dissolves. Then original sour taste of the becomes mild or diminished depending upon how much baking soda you are adding into the lemon juice. And from this it is understood that the new substance having the different taste is formed. The new substance having different taste is formed. At the end of the above change, the taste of the substance was different, means its composition was different. Thus, during the above change, the composition of original substance changed and form a new substance with the different properties, and so this type of change is called as a what? Chemical change. So again I am going to repeat it. In the above activity, just now baking soda and lemon juice activity, see inside it the taste of a substance was different. The substance taste was different. Its composition was different. Thus, during the above change, the composition of original substance changed and it forms a new substance. But its properties are totally different from the original, that is a lemon and the soda, and thus the change that occurs or that takes place by adding baking soda to the lemon juice is a chemical change. Okay. Sometimes some characteristic observations are perceived during chemical change. Okay, and this is unable to know the chemical change has taken place. Okay, and some of the observations are enlisted in the table 13.1. So here it is page number 13.1. Here it is the changes are noted. So here it is chemical changes takes place inside this apple. Then here it is in the bread. Here it is in the nails. Here if you see these are clean, little only the iron oxide is there on it, but it was completely get rusted when you keep it as it is for a long time. After that, here burning of the gas, just I told you it is also a which type of change? Chemical change. Then the ripening of any fruit is a chemical change, and the effervescences are coming. Original substance we are not getting back again. These all are the which type of changes? That is the these all are the chemical changes. Now here chemical change and word equation. During the chemical change, the chemical composition of original matter changes. The chemical composition of the original matter changes and new substance having different properties and different chemical composition are formed. Okay, its chemical properties are changing, and what happens? The chemical properties are changes and it forms a new substance. A chemical equation can be written in the chemical change. We can write the chemical equation also. Whatever changes takes place, it's if the exact change in chemical composition is known, okay, then what is happening exactly if it is known, then what happens? We can write the chemical equation. So first of all, citric acid is there here, okay, and that citric acid when it reacts with sodium bicarbonate means NaHCO3. When it reacts with this NaHCO3, what it forms? The carbon dioxide is formed. Okay, that bubbles are coming, no, in that when we are adding soda and lemon, these bubbles are there. These bubbles are nothing but these are the bubbles of carbon dioxide. Okay, and what is left behind? That is the sodium citrate, that salt left behind in the clean glass. The chemical equation can be written in the form of chemical change if exact change in the chemical composition is known. Name and the chemical formulae of the original substance and newly formed substance are used while writing the chemical equation. For example, when baking soda is added to the lemon juice, a chemical change takes place in the citric acid. Okay, so citric acid inside chemical change takes place, and this citric acid is there. That what happens? It forms it's a salt, that is sodium citrate. Okay, and the gas which is coming out, that gas is nothing but that which gas is there? That is the carbon dioxide. Okay, and the word equation can be written as I told you before only. This is the sign, this is the arrow, and left side of arrow we are writing the reactants with those who are taking in the chemical reaction, and towards the right side of the arrow we are writing the product that forms after taking place the chemical reaction. So in this reaction, in this chemical reaction, citric acid means lemon juice and the sodium bicarbonate are the reactants, and that we are writing in the left side of this arrow. Okay, and when they react with each other, citric acid is an acid and sodium bicarbonate is a alkali. Alkali means base. Okay, and when the reaction takes place in between them, then what it forms? The carbon dioxide gas, it evolve from that, and sodium citrate, that is the salt is formed in this chemical reaction, and this reaction is called as a neutralization reaction, because here the citric acid and the sodium bicarbonate, acid plus base is equal to salt plus water. Water also it forms, but this is a neutralization reaction actually. So in this way, today we seen the general information about the chemical change and it's a word equation. So next part of the lesson, inside we will see in detail, we will study the different changes, chemical changes, natural, man-made, those, and we will study the next part of the lesson in our next lecture. So today we are going to stop here only, and next part of the lesson we will see tomorrow. Okay, thank you and have a good day.